Welcome back to the channel, people. For the final time in 2024, the NBA show, the weekly NBA show. But this time, we'll not just be doing weekly previews, weekly reviews. We'll be doing the whole, year as a whole. We'll be talking about 2024 and how the NBA has unfolded this past year, and we'll be discussing as three of us how our teams did. As you know, the past two streams have done end of year review. We'll be giving our best players. We'll be giving our rewards to the best players. To obviously maybe the best team, maybe the best But NBA, you can elaborate more. So yeah, we'll be doing all that. I'm still a bit deflated from the United results, so people excuse my voice. I'm still really really upset about the United result. But I mean, what can we do really? What can we do? Lads, how are we doing?
Yeah, man, not too bad. Agree with you completely. I didn't watch the United game, so I feel like a winner. Whereas you two, King, who supports
Yes.
Chelsea, man, both of you, I'm sure you watched your team suffer. So I think I won. I think I'm the real winner tonight. No, I'm not. Okay, come on, I'm just lying. My team lost, so of course I'm like you, Ekman. I agree. Look, it's 6 a.m. This is my sixth stream of the last 2 days. Same as you, Ekavin and King. You two, we've done a lot of good streams as well. So happy to talk about NBA. Cool down, final stream of the year. So it's gonna be good fun tonight, or today, or whatever it is. For those watching, for Ekavin and I, it's 6 a.m. in the morning, and we've not slept. So we're just
Liverpool next. Oh dear. Yeah, but regardless, it is what it is. So we'll be giving our rewards to
triple
the best.
captain Salah, Ekavin.
Triple captain, yes, and we'll be giving our flowers to the best players, the best coaches, the best team, this and that. So yeah, King, you ready? Ready, bro? You good?
I'm feeling like Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined. After my result today with Chelsea, I need to talk about something else. Maybe something that's a bit more happier right now. In NBA end of year stream. It's been a great year for NBA, to be honest. There does need to be a lot of improvements within NBA as a whole, because obviously viewership is down, and I
True.
think there needs to be a better distribution of talent when it comes to the sport. But yeah, we'll talk about the end of the year. We'll talk about what we expect, and who's been the best teams, the best players. Best center, best position, all of that. So it'll be exciting to talk about that. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a somber moment because both our teams in football lost. But in basketball terms, my team did okay. We won on Christmas, so go Sixers. And yeah.
I wonder who they beat, King. Who did they beat? Ekavin, who did they beat? Do you want to tell the people who they beat?
That's the 2024 NBA champions.
Sounds like excuses. No, it's okay.
No, it's not an excuse, bro. We are 2024 NBA champions.
I'm just pulling your. I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of awards today.
It's the facts. I mean, to be fair with you, I don't even think we have to go reward the best team. I mean, the best team is obviously us, right? But that's the only time I'll ever get I'm not gonna be so humble about my team. I'm gonna be more humble towards the end of the stream though, because obviously the past week for me has been poor. I'd say the past week that I've had has been probably the worst week as a Celtics fan this entire year or season, really. I mean, what more could I really talk about? I mean, I did a rant on my channel on this channel last week about how the Celtics lost to the Sixers on Christmas and how we performed as a unit. It was terrible. It was terrible, and I have Celtics fans telling me that I'm just that I'm chatting shit, that I shouldn't be worried. But when I'm seeing signs of regression, I have to call it out as it is, right?
True that.
I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like nothing's going wrong. Everything's going wrong right now. We've lost 4 of the last 6 games. What is there? Everything is there to be concerned. We're not the same competitive team as we were last season. We don't look the same. Yes, there's still an entire season to go. I'm not denying that one bit. However, I had every right to be concerned when I feel like the time is right. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like we're on good form. We're not on good form. Yes, we still might be the 3rd best team in the NBA in terms of record. Cool. But we lost 4 of the last 6, so we're not the informed team right now. And we've dropped down in the power rankings. So, blips are bound to happen, but especially when you're coming off the back of an NBA championship. But really and truly, like, it shouldn't be happening like this. Apologies for that, people.
No, but that's you know what? Can I just add? That's United's fault. Ruben Amorim, that's your fault right there. You make an Ekavin yawn, that's your fault. United, that's your fault. Can't defend.
Ruben, the players, everything. I'm a big up Ruben Amorim though. Still, anyways, let's just quickly talk about let's just quickly get our predictions out because we don't really have much to say about last week. I've heard like King's elaborated. His team's done well. Agustia, I'm sure his team's done. Both his teams have done all right. But Agustia, I want to ask you, Luka being out, does that concern you? Does that not
No, we actually, for the first time since Luka has been drafted, we actually have a winning record when he's not playing. The Mavericks have a winning record when he's not playing. The trades that we made at the end of last season, Gafford and PJ Washington, great, excellent, both ends of the floor. And then Kyrie played this season, popped off, and Luka isn't. We have had a couple bad losses recently, but all in all, we still are looking comfortable. A top 3 seed in the West, even at our worst. So if that's our floor, our ceiling, no reason why we can't even challenge for OKC. So I'm not worried at all. Obviously, Luka's injury is concerning because he has been a bit injury prone recently. As Ekavin, you have him. I mean, look, I'm trying to trade for him in fantasy because my whole team's about to be 30 points plus average. Every single person, the greatest team ever. 6 rings in a row for me, hopefully. But yeah, it's concerning that Luka gets injured this often. That is a concern because the injury on Christmas that he had against Christmas, it was concerning. A no contact injury. So yeah, you were right. Yes, the Timberwolves. I completely forgot. But yeah, so it was concerning. But apart from Luka, we're doing good. We're looking good. We're improving. We're growing as a unit and a team. So when Luka comes back, I'm not worried. I feel like we're a contender. We can easily contend, especially with the cracks in your team, Ekavin, Boston, who, by the way, contrary to what you're probably going to say at the end of the stream here, I still do, by the way, think that Boston are the heavy favorites to win. Gun to the head, I would still pick the Celtics to win the championship without a doubt. No hesitation whatsoever. However, I see cracks in you. I see vulnerability in you. I think I'm even confident. If you ask me from this stream to last stream,
I've been calling it out for time.
Sure.
I've been saying that this team, all they want to do is just chuck up 3-pointers every single possession. We were down by 2 points against the Pacers in the 4th quarter with a lot of time remaining, right? They go on like an 11-0 run or something like that, and then the game's just done. It just tells you everything we need to know about our defense this season. It's been totally off. I don't want to hear Celtics fans tell me we missed Drew Holiday, we missed Kristaps Porzingis. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis does not get you does not help you be 2 points down in the game, and then you allowing 11 straight points afterwards. It's a disgrace, man. You need to be better than this on the defensive end. I'm sorry, this is just poor. I'm still gonna defend my team. I'm still gonna back my team to win it all this year. Like I'm not losing faith. I just want us to do better. I just want us to play better. We're not doing that right now. But I don't really care. I just want to get straight into predictions this week, guys. For the week. I mean, sorry, excuse me, for the week. Celtics. Let's start with the Celtics first, anyway. Celtics against Raptors tomorrow. For the last game of 2024 at home, TD Garden.
I'll pick the Celtics. If you're fit, I'll pick you.
No, we are fit.
But
We are fit.
Raptors are going to be a tough team to beat because Barrett and Poeltl, as King knows firsthand, are on good form. For those watching, I just played King in fantasy.
I'm going to go with the Celtics.
And I had Barrett and Poeltl, and they cooked you, right, King?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think the Raptors should win. I think the Celtics will probably continue the up and down form. I think 2025 will be the time when they return to their form. I think they need the New Year celebration. I think the Celtics just need to have a party, a big ass party, and then maybe they'll get back to form because I think they're a bit down right now.
I think the competitive spirit is not there. I just think the lack of competitive fight is just not there. I think it's more like a championship hangover thing, but at the same time, it's more like we're just. I think the players are just waiting for the playoffs to come. They're kind of bored. They're kind of bored of playing regular season games. It just looks like it, and it's not an excuse to just be putting in performances like this. I'm sorry. It just makes the fans lose faith in the team. It just makes us fans lose faith in the team, and I don't want to lose faith in this team. I really don't want to lose faith in the team because I believe this team can go all the way, and I agree with King. We just need the new year. We just need the new year to come. And we got Timberwolves next. Oh, that's gonna be a tough game. I think we'll beat Tim. I think we'll beat Timberwolves, but then the other two games afterwards, I don't feel confident for that.
Sorry, King, go on with what you were saying.
Oh, what in with the Celtics? Yeah, I just think they just need to party for the new year. I think sometimes when it comes to a team that's just won the title, I think the regular season's going to be up and down. Really, the thing with the Celtics is they don't need to have the best record in the East to come out of the East. Even if let's say hypothetically they finish fourth at the end of the season behind maybe Cleveland, New York, and one other team, they can still win in the playoffs because the playoffs is about just star power. It's about who has the best players on the court.
Mm.
And I think when it comes to overall, when it comes to the bench and if the Celtics are fully healthy, I think there's not many teams that can compete with them. Maybe the Bucks, maybe the Knicks, and maybe Cleveland.
I don't see the Bucks.
But the Bucks defensively have been very poor. Cleveland, for me, have got the depth, but are very young. And then the Knicks look good, but I don't believe in Cat in the playoffs. So for me, I think 2025 is going to be the year of the Celtics again. I think they're just on a dip. So sometimes you get a month where you have a dip month. January, they'll probably win all their games in January. They are that good that they can do that. So
Timberwolves will win. Yeah, sorry, continue. Sorry.
So yeah, I think like just December just been a bad month for the Celtics. I just think it's just been a bad month. It happens during the season. It's very rare you get a team not lose 10 plus games over the course of the season. That's why when you look at when Golden State they won 72-9, but they still didn't win the championship at the end of the season because they pushed themselves too much. So sometimes you just gotta have a month where you're just a down period, maybe relax a little. I think New Year will be a refreshing start for the Celtics. I think they'll go on a month where they'll win probably let's say they have 11 games, 10 out of 11 easily. So I wouldn't be too upset because for the top teams, it's just about getting to the playoffs. It doesn't really matter what position, unless you really care about home court advantage. But some teams that are just too good that they can win home and away. So I think for the Celtics, it's going to be like that. I don't think they care about home court advantage, whereas a Cleveland or New York might actually care about that because of the way their fans are.
bro. This is our next 5 games. Raptors at home to close out the year. Timberwolves away. Rockets away. OKC away. And Denver away. That run of fixtures is tough, especially with the form that we're going into this. I'm hoping that the Celtics can just use this road of games to turn it around. But just the way we're playing right now is just really, really pissing me off, man.
Can I install some confidence in you?
Go on.
This show is an end of year review show. What does that mean? Who are the best of the year, of the calendar year? So if we're talking about the best of the year,
now we're previewing next week as well. We're still previewing next week.
It's tied. It's tied. What I'm saying is tied. So your team is overwhelmingly fit, right? JT is fit, JB is fit, KP is fit, PP.
No, KP's not fit. Pritchard is fit.
Okay, doesn't matter. Remove KP.
Sam Hauser is fit.
Doesn't matter. My point still stands here. The fact is, if I had to pick an NBA team from scratch or looking from the outside, if I was an alien coming into the world and being like, hey, what NBA team is the best in terms of ability, accomplishments, experience? Today, if I was an alien who rode my spaceship into the planet, I would pick the Celtics. I would still pick the Celtics, Ekavin, because you're the only team that has a starting 5 that can score 20 points on any given night. Every single person. No other team, not my team, not King's team. None of us can say we can score 20 points per night. The Celtics can. And also, your lineup is perhaps the most two-way balanced lineup in the league. So, look, I would say it doesn't matter who the Celtics play. As King said, the Celtics don't care about home advantage. Yes, the TD Garden is daunting. It is demoralizing. It is damning if you're an opponent. I agree. So it benefits you even more. But you don't need home advantage. That's the beauty of it. The TD Garden is your fortress. But you don't need home advantage. You can go to Denver. You can go to OKC. And you can cook them. Because that's how good of a team as you are. So I think, again, when you eventually regain rhythm, if you play to just like half or 3/4 of your ability, you'll win. Yeah. You'll win easily. You'll win most of the next 5 games. So that's what I say. I think, look, I'm not worried about the Celtics. And on that note, I think the Celtics, no surprise, I think you'd agree, my team of the year.
Yeah, they're my team of the year as well, obviously. But we'll get into that. We got so we'll just preview next week's games first, and we'll talk about last week. Yeah, you guys. I'm sure Augusta doesn't have much to say about Cavs. Cavs has done well, unbeaten again. The Mavs, obviously, he's already elaborated on Luka being out, and obviously, unfortunately losing to the Blazers, but still on a winning record without Luka. And obviously, Kings talked about his Philadelphia 76ers, and obviously, last week was probably the best week of the season for you guys. Probably the best week of the season, I think, for you guys. I reckon you guys are definitely back in the playoff hunt for sure. It's not even close anymore. I reckon you guys are definitely back in the playoff hunt. But next week, all right, we'll preview all our teams. Yeah. All right. Sure. So Celtics, Raptors. I'm going with Celtics. I guess you went with Celtics. King went with Raptors. Cool. Timberwolves away. I reckon we'll edge it. Timberwolves have not looked good this season at all. Timberwolves.
My boy Ant in my fantasy team has been very inefficient, so I'm going to be trading him, and I think that's going to continue.
King?
I think you're going to blow them out, to be honest. I think 2025
really?
Yeah, I think you're going to have a loss, and then the fire is going to be lit into you in the new year. You're going to have a new hope. It's going to be coming towards, all-star break, towards playoff, towards the time where you start to regenerate, rejuvenate the team, and I think you blow them out. That's what I think happens.
Rockets away.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Because Rockets in the regular season have been very impressive, especially from.
We played them the back Timberwolves.
It's tough. Yeah, I feel like you'll lose because it's a back-to-back. Tough. If nothing's going to split them, I feel like fitness and fixture will. So I'll pick the Rockets and your former head coach.
I think we'll lose as well. King?
Is Dylan Brooks available? Is he fit? Would he be fit for then?
This guy's asking if Dylan Brooks is available for that game.
I mean, it's a good shout because he gets under people's skins.
No, it's a good player, but he's asking if Dylan Brooks is available. Like, they don't need Dylan Brooks to win the game. They can beat us without Dylan Brooks.
No, because if he plays, then I'm gonna give it to Celtics. He's gonna get ejected. That's what I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
If he's not playing, then it might be.
That's good. I like
He's like the
Yeah.
modern day Draymond Green. He's just like that guy.
Nah, he is. No, I'm going with the Rockets to win. Honestly, surprise, surprise. You don't have to see me predict losses, do you? But yeah, here we go.
we don't.
Celtics Thunder. Fuck.
Oh, first in the West versus second in the East.
Do you know what? I think we'll beat them. Why not?
I agree.
I'm kind of confident for that game.
Yeah, I think Shea's gonna have a couple rocky games against the best teams, like in the Cup final,
Yeah.
final Bucks. So I'll pick the Celtics.
King.
Oh no, as I said, 2025 first 3 games of 2025, 3 wins in a row. Shea will still go off, but I think they don't have anything outside of him that's going to help them enough to beat the Celtics. So I think even if he has a good game, let's say he hits maybe 30, 35 points, I think the Celtics can still win, regardless of Shea doing his thing.
And then we'll predict the Denver game next week because that's that's the second week of January. So after we predict this week, the game week will end on the 6th. So that's on a Monday morning, Sunday night in the US. So that's when we'll leave our predictions for this week, and then we'll predict next week's game. So we have Nuggets, Kings, and then we'll have Pelicans later on. So we'll predict those games later on. But yeah, I hear that. And yeah, I mean, moving on, Cleveland. Let's just go with predictions right now. Golden State Cavs.
Tough.
I reckon
Kuminga. No, I'll just say this real quick. I think Cavs are gonna win, but watch out for Kuminga. The cum bucket is exploding. That's what the cum bucket is doing. He is exploding. He is erupting. So watch out for Kuminga, but I think Cleveland will win.
Lakers Cavs. I'm going with Cavs to blow the Lakers out.
I think the greatest team in the NBA history. No, I'm kidding. LeBron's former team will win.
Cleveland, okay.
Yeah.
King, we saying these 2 games? Warriors.
Oh no, I think Cleveland wins both. I think Golden State aren't as great as team. I think they live and die by Steph. So outside of that, they don't really have.
You're right.
much.
You're right.
And then what was the second game?
The Lakers.
That one will be close because I think LeBron James always likes playing Cleveland, so that might be a close one. I'll still give it to Cleveland though.
The Augusta Derby.
Go on. Who's home? Who's at home?
Dallas.
Kyrie against his former team. I think.
I reckon.
Unfortunately,
I reckon you guys will win, but which you guys?
Yeah, I think we'll win. King, who do you think's gonna win? I think I'm gonna win.
If Luke is not available, I think it will be Cleveland.
No, I think Cleveland will win this one.
He's out.
He's out for a month. Yeah, no, Cleveland.
So Ekman, give me him in fantasy. Sorry. I think. Yeah, I'll take. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take the Mavs. I think Kyrie will erupt.
Fair. I hope it happens. King, you said Cavs, yeah. Then obviously Hornets at home. Yeah, Cavs win. Come on, easy that one.
Do I have to say anything?
Nah. Let's move on. King, Cavs.
No, I'm going Hornets. 3 big wins and then a shock loss.
That's the NBA for you.
And obviously Augusta has Dallas, Sacramento Kings, Mavs. I'm going with the Sacramento Kings this one because it's in Sacramento.
No, I think we'll get a win. I think Kyrie's in a rich vein of form. Rest of our team is fit. King sacked their head
Kyrie's
coach.
out.
Oh, right. You are right. Actually, that's 100% right. You know what? Fuck it. I have a feeling we're going to have an unprecedented victory. Gafford, Lively dominate on both ends of the floor. Clay's going to erupt. My guy, our guards will erupt as well. So, Jaden Hardy, I feel like he's going to cook. So, Mavs win.
Houston away.
Kyrie's
King, what are you saying about Sacramento Kings, by the way?
Oh no, I need Sacramento to win. I need Malik Monk to do something. So without Kyrie and without Luca, yeah, Sacramento.
Yeah, you have a tough game, King, against Team Norris.
Rockets.
Tough game.
Rockets. Wait.
Kyrie's.
I think Rockets win. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Rockets too, King.
What Rockets versus the Dallas? I think Kyrie will be back for that, so I'm gonna go Dallas.
And then we already predicted the Cavs versus Mavs game. So yeah, we'll preview the rest later. Okay, Sixers, Blazers. I reckon Sixers win this one.
If Joel is fit, I agree.
Even if Joel Embiid's not fit, I reckon they'll still win this game.
Yeah, surely. Although Shady and Sharp and Anthony Simons, don't discount the partnership that both have.
No, I think my team will win 4 in a row.
Sacramento Kings versus Sixers. I'm gonna go with Sacramento Kings on this one.
I actually agree. I think DeMar DeRozan, after all the speculation against him and people saying he should be benched here, I think he's going to explode and disrupt the Sixers' momentum.
King?
DeMar said DeMar, I don't like it. Anyway, yeah, man.
No,
Sixers.
no bias, King. Not because I have my team.
No, that will be a difficult one. I need my team to be on a run, so I'm just gonna keep. I'll be honest with you. I needed Sixers to win all the games, so I'm saying Sixers win. I'm putting the positive energy out there.
No, fair enough.
Playoff run coming.
Then I'll predict every single Celtics win as well. Then.
Then I'll do it. 2025 Celtics win.
Celtics win every game this week. Then okay, cool.
I'm gonna be a realist. I'm not predicting my team to win every game because that's not possible, right, guys?
No, I mean,
We'll see.
unless you're Cleveland.
True.
Nah, you'll win every game.
They're on nearly perfect.
Golden State on a back-to-back. Yeah, I think Golden State win this one because they're going back-to-back against. I mean, it's a back-to-back game day for Philly, so back-to-back. So they play Sacramento Kings and then they go over to Golden State the next day. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Golden State.
I think Steph will erupt, and I think the cum bucket will penetrate the paint so many times, and I think he'll cook.
No, I agree. I think we'll lose that one because normally back-to-backs, Embiid doesn't play the second game. So the game he doesn't play will lose. The game he plays will win. That's how I see it. So 3 wins in a row and then a loss.
And finally, Brooklyn on the road. I reckon you beat Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Wait, they play 5 games in 1 week?
4.
Wait, who?
You play Portland, Kings, Warriors, and Nets. Just 4 games.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna go with Brooklyn.
I think the answer is Russell. I'll go 2-2.
Fair enough. King?
I think we beat the Nets. So. I don't even think Russell's gonna stay. I think he's gonna be gone by the time we get there.
He'll surely stay for a week at least, right, King?
Possibly.
I don't know. They are buyout market, you know.
Fair.
Moving on to, there's a bit of an NBA news. I want you guys to elaborate on it as well because you know Mike Brown, right? I'm sure you guys have heard the news about Mike Brown.
Of course.
He's gone through a whole day of preparation with his team, and then he finds out at the end of the day he's been sacked. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this one because I feel the way that they did it was a disgrace because they could have just allowed him off. You know what I'm saying?
It was Ekman
They could have let him off. I mean, especially with him already going through a whole day of preparation, and then maybe firing him the next loss. I just feel like it's a bit of a disgraceful move. However, it was warranted because Sacramento Kings have not had a good season. They had a very, very good team, and I rate them very highly. But have not had a good start to the season. But I want you guys to elaborate on this one before. Yeah, go on.
If I'm not mistaken, King, you can feel free to correct me here. I think it was a lot due to a dispute in the locker room. I think Mike Brown and DeMar DeRozan, specifically, who I mentioned, had a dispute, and Mike Brown wanted to bench DeMar DeRozan because he's had a pretty poor run of form, and that's being very generous. And there were a lot of other decisions alongside, as Ekavin just mentioned, a poor run of form, and the Kings were not performing to as they should be. The Kings should be vying at this stage of Mike Brown's career for a top seed, but they're not. So with the Fox, Sabonis, and DeMar DeRozan trio, and Malik Monk, as you mentioned earlier, they should be achieving a lot more. So for Mike Brown, it was performance related, but also very similar to a club like Man United in the sense of player power. Many of the players in the roster believe that DeMar DeRozan should be starting. So that's according to reports. So I don't know. I think it's interesting. Sure, it is disgraceful, and Mike Brown has taken those teams to very unprecedented heights, but eventually he was relieved of his role, and we will see what happens because I think all eyes will be on DeMar DeRozan. King, what do you think?
I think it's understandable for it to happen. When a coach loses the faith of his players, it makes his job unattainable. Because there's more of them than him. It's very hard for a head office to get rid of a bunch of players over a head coach. It's easy to replace a coach. It's hard to replace these players, especially when you're spending big money on these guys. DeMar DeRozan is someone that you've brought in to be a cornerstone of your team. He's a guy that's been in the league for a long time. You probably put him on how many years he's on? 2-3 year contract, probably on like silly money. So the fact that the dispute is with him, obviously you got the other guys as well that didn't like the decision. So when the main guys of your team are unhappy under a coach, especially in NBA when it is a player power league, it is about the players in the league, because they have the power when it comes to trading, when it comes to certain things, especially, and they even have power in regards to where they want to be traded to as well. So when you look at it as that, and then you have a poor record, there's nothing really that he can stand on. It's not like he's up there in the West. It's not like he has a positive record. It's not like what he's doing has been good up to this point, especially considering last season's finishing with a positive record and the players that you have as well. So I think it was a thing where one little rift like that, it makes it inevitable that you're gonna get fired. I wish it would happen with my coach, but it is what it is. And I think I think whoever they decide to bring in next, I think they need to bring in someone young, someone with different ideas, because the Kings should be one of the best teams in the West, to be honest, with the star power they have. And yeah,
I hear that.
but it was a disgraceful way to get rid of him. But there's never a right way to get rid of a coach in sports in any kind of capacity. I mean, it's a bad timing because it's Christmas time, New Year's, and all that. But new year, new beginning, so he can go find himself a new job. So
Like that, flip that.
it is what it is. I think for Sacramento, they had a choice. They either go with the coach or with the players, and it was an easy choice when the majority of the money is going on the players, especially with the quality of players that they do have. So you lose the dressing room, you lose your job. That's in any sports, really.
True.
So
no, yeah, that's true.
No doubt.
We're gonna move on now to obviously the final segment of the show, where we give out the awards on who's been the best in each category, who's been the best, who's had the best accomplishment, best, team. I'll start off with Gastia. Well, let's just go very, very briefly on this. Yeah, let's not spend too long on this.
Yeah.
we have to move on to every other topic. Best player. Yeah.
It's similar to football when I said Vinny and Salah. Sorry, Rodri and Salah. I'm gonna say the first half of the season, Luka Doncic, without a shadow of a doubt. In the postseason, and not just offensively. Offensively, I don't think there's any debate. Unanimously, Luka Doncic was the best player. Points, assists, like by every metric, Luka Doncic was the best offensive player. Not a single player in the NBA could do what he did in the 2024 postseason as Luka did offensively. He created more shots than almost most teams. That's objectively a fact. You can fact check me here. Luka Doncic was in a league of his own, and kudos to him. But also defensively, if you remember in the first two postseason series against the Clippers and the OKC, he ISO'd the likes of Kawhi Leonard, a two-time Finals MVP, Paul George, James Harden. And he had the Clippers, every time he ISO'd them, I think it was a total of 30 shots. They averaged 15% against Luka Doncic. So on both ends of the floor, Luka Doncic was by far the best player, and he deserved the MVP. I think he deserved the 2023 MVP, but that's for another conversation. So Luka in the first half, and in the second half, do I have to say much more? Nikola Jokic, because this is the best ever he's ever performed. But I'm going to give a special mention to two players specifically. Shea from OKC, and your boy, Jason Tatum. So I would say all in all, I'm going to pick Luka Doncic as my player of the year because I don't think the Celtics had the most outstanding or standout player. But Luka and Jokic, 1 and 2. King, you?
I agree with you, man.
For me, I'm going to give a couple honorable mentions. Honorable mentions to Pablo Banchero before the injury. I think he was quality. I do agree with you in the shout of Shea. He's been quality for OKC as well. I also got a shout out Giannis. Giannis is always great. But for me, I think it is between two guys. It is between Jokic and Doncic, and it's just about really preference. If you want a big man or if you want the guard to be the guy that you kind of look at as your best player.
Yeah.
Because that Doncic is the best guard. Jokic is the best big man. They're both European, which is mad to say this in modern day NBA that this is happening. But yeah, I'm just gonna edge it to Jokic. I think there was a point in time that I put Embiid above him, but for someone to be above Embiid for me makes him truly special as a big man. And offensively, I've never seen anything like it. Defensively, he can hold his own, but offensively, he is a monster. And I think he is one of those. He's one of the very few players in this league that's when he's on, he's unstoppable to kind of defend against, and he does it in a way that's so different to any others. And I like the fact that NBA to him is like a job. He doesn't even want to be there half the time. He say, "Oh, we won. Can we go home now?" I just
he's like Erling Haaland, except does more than just score.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a whole mood. And I like it. I like the fact that he just wants to be at home with the horses and that, but he's still going to give you like 40 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. He's just going to give you a whole stat sheet, a couple blocks, a couple steals. So yeah, man, he's a monster. For me, it's him. Yeah, for me, it's him.
Can I just add, Jokic this season, for those watching, is averaging 31, 10, and 13. That's unbelievable. I mean, I would still pick Luka because currency of sport is success. So the currency of success, Jokic conference. Oops, sorry, that's my bad. Conference semifinals, and Luka was the conference finals, and Luka was the NBA finals, and Luka did more when it mattered most. But yeah, this season, Jokic, surely, I think, guys, we all agree, as King just said, when he wants to, he is the best player in the world. And this season, he surely is a shoo-in for the MVP award, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
Although that's assuming the Nuggets actually finish high up.
No, I hear that completely. I'm going with Luka because I just think the way he took Dallas to the finals on one leg. Because let's not forget, Augusti, he was injured as well. He was playing through injuries.
Very good point. I forgot.
Who else do we have?
It's Luka and Jokic. That's really it. And then maybe Jason Tatum. Maybe honorable mention. Or Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP, right, Ekevin?
I can't fucking figure this out.
Actually, wait, Ekevin, can I give an honorable mention?
What's the next award?
Wait, Ekevin, can I give 2 honorable mentions really quickly?
Go on quickly.
Derek White, Drew Holiday.
No.
You two, the best two-way guards, perhaps
Nah.
in the NBA.
Nah.
Ekevin, no, don't let 4 games dismiss a whole year of excellence.
If we're talking about like best player, I disagree. Best all-rounded player, maybe.
I think they deserve a mention, man, because nobody could do the roles they did.
I'm gonna go with Luka still.
I like that.
Coach of the year.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Rick Carlisle. That's out of the blue, but he took Indiana to the deep end.
To very far on these.
Kudos to him, man. He the likes of Nemhard, Mathurin, for example, he really extracted as much output as he could out of them. So kudos to him, and obviously Tyrese was a menace, one of the best offensive players, perhaps a top 3 offensive player in the NBA last season. Luka Jokic. So I'm giving it to Rick Carlisle, and also Jason Kidd.
No, I hear that. King.
For me, it's Missoula, to be honest. If you win the chip, I think you gotta be the best coach, and I like the way he plays. Especially considering after the Ime Udoka scandal and him coming in after him, I think there was a lot of him to kind of live up to, and to get that chip for the Celtics, and then the way they did it as well. For me, I think you've got to
give it to the winners. But you gotta give it to the winners, haven't you? You have to give it to the manager who's taking his team to the next level.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's what he's done. Especially considering, I would even give an honorable mention to Ime Udoka in his time with the Rockets as well, because I think he's a quality coach as well. So considering that he's the guy that replaced that guy, them two for me. But yeah, Missoula.
Yeah, I'll go with Joe Mazzulla as well. Most improved player. I'm gonna go with this one. Peyton Pritchard.
Agreed, 100%.
Peyton Pritchard is the most improved player of 2024. He plays very, very good. He plays very, very well. He scores a lot of his 3-pointers. I really like him. King, who's your take for most improved player? Sorry, go on.
I'm not sure.
I go with Peyton Pritchard.
Both of us did.
I'm gonna go with JJ off the Hawks.
Good shout.
I think, considering his injury record of the past couple seasons and the way he's exploded this season, especially in that Hawks team, being a good second option to Trae Young, I think he's been up there. And then an honorable mention to Austin Reeves as well. I like what he's doing. I think he's improved a lot. So yeah, I'm going to go JJ.
Good pick. I like it. JJ's a great pick. He has been, I think he's averaging 36 points for those who play ESPN Fantasy. So that's within the top 5 of his position. So that might be a very good pick. While Ekevin is absent, I guess we can move on to the next award here. Who would be...
I'm back. Sorry. Sixth man of the year.
I'm gonna. It's gonna be so boring. I'm picking the same guy I just picked, Peyton Pritchard. Has to be. Come on.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard for me again. King.
Yeah.
Pritchard.
The six man.
Yeah, Pritchard's a sixth man for us. He plays off the bench for us, and he scores. And he's one of our and he's one of our leading scorers as well. Even off the bench, it's crazy.
And I just gotta agree with you. I can't really think of anyone else for six
Nah.
man.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's not even do best team because the Boston Celtics are the best. We're the best team. You got to give it to NBA champions, right?
Surely.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be those who won the NBA. But the Bucks have had turned the season around. This season, they've turned the season around. With winning the NBA Cup might just give them a lift for the rest of the season, and we'll see where they end up. Maybe in the top 5 they'll end up. But as of now, yeah, they're starting to pick up form. Any other awards I'm missing?
I mean, we can do best starting 5 like in football, where us 3 were giving options. King in the comments.
All right. I'm just gonna go straight in and say center Jokic.
I think Luka has to be point guard. Jokic has to be center. Tatum has to run the 4.
AD.
No, not for the whole year.
No, Anthony Davis has been big.
Not for the whole year. Lead this. I mean, okay. This is tough, yeah. I guess Luka at the 1, Shea at the 2.
I would swap that. I'd have Shea at the 1, Luka at the 2.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, either way, those would be the 2 guards.
I would have JB at the 3 just because Finals MVP, JT at the 4, and then Jokic at the 5. Surely, right?
I would have JT at the 3, AD at the 4, Jokic at the 5.
No JB, no Finals MVP.
Nah. I think the other 5 for me are better. Actually, wait.
He wasn't relevant in the playoffs.
Actually, no, I wouldn't even have JT. I'd have Giannis in the 3.
Ooh, that's tough.
I don't know, man. I think you gotta bring the champions, the Jays. They won the chip, man.
Yeah, but I think with Celtics, it's not like they're a team more than they're reliant on like a star. I think that's the thing when you look at the Celtics is that they're all guys that are going to get, as you said, 20 points each, but they're not going to get 30, 40, especially across this year. If you look at like individual positions, you're probably looking at Giannis as the small forward of the year. You're looking at AD as that power forward, and then Jokic as the center.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna defend Jason Tatum here. What are Jason Tatum's flaws as a player? He is improving by every metric. Playmaking used to be one of his biggest absences, but he's become a very good playmaker as well. Like JT is a very complete player. He is averaging 29, 6, and 10. That's pretty good, man.
It is close. He'll probably be the 6th man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
I don't think he would work as a 6 man. But I think AD is fine. AD is a good shot because this season AD has erupted.
Unless you can think of anyone else power forward, maybe.
I mean, King, you could make the case that JT has been better than AD this season because AD is averaging 26, 11, and 3, whereas Tatum is 29 and 8, I think.
Yeah, you could make the case, but I think it's just really preference in terms of what you want.
Oh no, but I agree. I think you're right. I think for sure the non-negotiables for this team would be Luka, Jokic.
Yeah,
those would be the negotiables, and everybody else is a free for all.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shea. I would add Shea.
Yeah, Luka, Jokic, Shea are the non-negotiables, but the 4 and 5 you can even.
The 4 and 3, yeah.
The 3 and 4, yeah. That's difficult because you got Giannis, then you got Jason Tatum.
Because Giannis did win the cup.
Yeah, he did.
Whatever that's worth. I mean, it is a trophy,
And
fundamentally.
even if you wanted, you could still even put LeBron up there, even him being 40.
Yeah, happy birthday, LeBron James. By the way, while we're at it, 40 years of age. That's crazy. Perhaps while we're on here,
Doing what
while we're
he's
talking
doing.
about sports, can we make the case that his longevity is the greatest in sports history? I think it is. I don't think anybody is averaging the same they did in their rookie year as their 21st year. And that average is better than 99.9% of people. And in his 8-year stretch of his peak, he won 4 championships, 8 consecutive finals, took 3 different teams to the championship, and could run from every position in their sport. So I think LeBron, for sure, for me, the greatest longevity in sports history, and it's not even close. And that pains me because I have a poster of this man, Roger Federer, over here, who I would love to pick, but it's LeBron.
The only guy I could think of that would be close is maybe Ryan Giggs.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to success, LeBron just cooks him out of the water. It's not even close.
I think it's like, how many titles did Ryan Giggs have? He had 13 Premier Leagues, 4 FA Cups, 2 Champions Leagues.
But the problem with that, King, is he wasn't the best player. Like
I mean-
I feel like United would have won the majority of those titles without Giggs. Like, this is coming from a really big Ryan Giggs fan as well.
There may
Whereas
be
with
some
LeBron-
seasons, but early Giggs was different. But in terms of longevity, for him to be in that Sir Alex team for that long,
Yeah, but like King, if you take LeBron out of his teams versus take Giggs out of his teams, there's no debate in terms of impact.
maybe.
I mean, I don't think any of the teams, if you take LeBron out, would win. And by the way, this is coming from someone who sure supports Cleveland, but I think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. I don't think LeBron is. So I still think LeBron is best longevity ahead of Giggs and even Cristiano Ronaldo, who we have to give a mention to.
No, actually, why not? What about Messi?
I mean, I think Messi is the greatest sportsman ever. I don't think that's even debatable. He's won everything, especially this bad boy. But I think I have to flex this. But I don't know.
What did you order that from somewhere else?
I bought this on the street.
Oh man, that's cold.
I'm kidding. I scored the winning goal in the World Cup final to win this.
Sorry, I'm back.
On the goat. No, but yeah, I think LeBron James followed by Cristiano Ronaldo for the longevity award.
Yeah,
But
LeBron James longevity is
I don't
unmatched.
think Messi has the longevity yet. I think LeBron and Cristiano.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I know you would say that, Ekman.
No. I think
Okay.
Messi.
No, I think Messi does because he started young as well. He started hella young.
I think a couple more years, maybe.
I mean, look, if Inter Miami somehow make it deep in the Club World Cup, Messi's unanimously the greatest sportsman ever. Like, unanimously. I think he already is, though.
But I think we've given out the awards to every single player, right? Or every single. Are we done with the awards already? You think, you guys? Is there any more?
I mean, we could do a second team. Second team, third team.
That's torture for Ekman.
Nah.
You guys can see the sunlight in Bangkok.
Oh,
Sunny.
yeah.
Oh no! What about rookie of the year?
Wemby? Come on. Yeah, it's not even debate. Wemby.
100%.
But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, people. First of all, before I round off, I just want to say thank you guys for your support in 2024. Obviously, now it's 31st of December, and 2025 is fast approaching tomorrow. And I'd like to thank all of you for your support. I'd like to thank you two also for helping on my channel and giving your time, devoting your time to do a show with me. But yeah, thank you guys. Really, 2025 may the year be much better, and definitely, we're looking to grow more as a. So yeah, big up you both and you guys for coming on. I think we'll be back tomorrow or the day afterwards with the show, I guess, people. So yeah, just enjoy your New Year's. Just have a good time with family and friends. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, anything we want to open up about, you can always open about it in the chat. You can always open about it in the comment section. You know what it is. Just stay strong, people, and have a good New Year's. And yeah, of course, like and subscribe as well. And lads, once again, thank you guys so much. Great, thank you guys for your support. Obviously, your support has helped me and my channel grow past 100 subs. I hope you two will be there for 200 subs and more as well. So I'll definitely, we'll definitely do more shows. NFL shows coming in January, FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, all that stuff is going to happen. So stay tuned, stay locked in, people. And yeah, have a great New Year's. Take care. Peace out. Go Celtics.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, people.
Happy New Year.
Based.